What is radicalism? Etymologically speaking, the term radicalism comes from the Latin word radix, or radicalis, which means root. Hence, radicalism originally means pertaining or relating to a root. Thus, until recently, the term radical referred to the roots of something, for example, root of illness, root of the problem, or the root of all evils. Later, the term radical was used more figuratively to mean fundamental or essential. Hence, to be radical in this context is to go to the origin, to the essential, to the fundamental. In other words, to be radical in this context means to be thoroughgoing. In the political parlance, radicalism is the belief or action of individuals, groups, or organizations who advocate for a thorough or complete social and/or political reform to achieve an alternative vision of society. Hence, for the radicals, society needs to be changed, and that these changes are only possible through revolutionary means. This explains why the radicals are associated with extreme change and deviation from the norm. It is important to note that radicalism stepped into the realm of politics first in England in the late 18th century, when Charles James Fox in 1797 called for radical reform. Here, radical reform was viewed as fundamental reform, reform that made changes to the very root of the system, especially by pushing for universal female suffrage. In modern political use, the term radicalism or radical can be applied to those on either end of the political spectrum, with the following meanings, that is, associated with political views, practices, and policies of extreme change and advocating extreme measures to retain or restore a political state of affairs. The first of this pair is obviously descended from Fox's use, and is associated with liberal politics, politics that are about change. The second is associated with conservative politics, the politics that are about tradition.